This is quite an interesting math problem, and in this video we are going to use two methods to solve it. The first, making use of the concept of the least or smallest common multiple, and the second, making use of algebra. Isla and Ventris bought some guppies and angelfish. Right? 8 guppies cost $12. 10 angelfish cost $30. Part A. Isla bought an equal number of guppies and angelfish. Right? She spent $360 more on the angelfish. How many fishes did she buy altogether? And then for part B, Ventris spent an equal amount of money now, right, on the guppies and the angelfish. Question is, what fraction of the fishes bought were guppies? For part A, what we need to do is to find the multiples of these two numbers, right? 8 and 10. 8 for the guppies and 10 for the angelfish. So how do we find the multiples of a number? Quite simple, eh? Just multiply them by 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, right? Just like the multiplication table, right? So 8 times 1 will be 8, 2 times 8 will be 16, 3 times 8 is 24, right? So let's do the same for 10. So we have 10, 2 times 10 is 20, 3 times 10 is 30, so there's nothing common here, so we have to keep on going. Alright, so 4 times 8 is 32, and then 5 times 8 is 40. Right, so we can immediately see that for the second least it will be 40. Right, so 40 is what is known as the least common multiple. Sometimes it is also known as the smallest common multiple, right? So this can be shortened as LCM, right? So we get a number here. So why is it called least? Simply because there are actually many more common multiples. For example, 80, right, which is actually 40 times 2. It is also a common multiple, 120, and so on, right? So if we don't specify the least, of course, we're going to have infinite number of them. So what we need to do next is to assume that the number of fishes bought for each is 40, right? And then we're going to calculate how much does it cost, right? So for the guppy, 8 guppies cost $12. So what is the cost for 40? Right, so I'm going to do this in one step. So we have to find 1 first. So the cost of one fish is of course 12 divided by 8. And then to find the 40, we have to multiply by 40. Right, so divided by 8 will be 5. So this is actually 60. Right, and then for the angelfish, I'm going to do the same. 10 angelfish cost $30. Right, we are interested in 40. Right, so again, for 1 will be 30 divided by 10 and then multiply by 40. So this is actually 120. Right, so we are told that she spent $360 more on the angelfish. Right, so if we were to take 120 for the angelfish minus 60 for the guppy, we're going to get 60, right? But this is not 360, right? So we have to find how many times more. So we take the 360 divided by 60, right? This will give us 6. So what it means is that we need 6 times of 40. Right, because if it is 40, the difference is only 60, right? So we need 6 times 40, 240, right? But this is for each type of fish, so we need to multiply by 2 to get 480. So for part B, we are going to do the same. right? But instead of number 8 and 10 for the number of fishes, we're going to use $12 and $30 because now here we are interested in the amount of money, right? So for the guppy, we're going to find the common multiples for $12, and for the angelfish, we're going to find the multiples for $30, right? So the least will be of course 12, 24, 36, 48, and 60. Right, we can continue, but you can make a guess that we can stop at 60 because the common multiples, the multiples for 30 will be 30, 60, and so on. Right, so here the LCM or the least common multiple is actually 60. Right, or $60 for the second case. Right, so let's assume that it is $60. Right, so let's find the number of fishes that can be bought for $60. Let's start with the guppy first. So for the guppy, $12 will give you 8 guppies. So we are interested in $60. Right, so again, for $1 you can get 8 over 12 and then multiply by 60 to get for $60. Right, so this can be simplified to, I believe, 40. Right, let's do the same for the angelfish. For the angelfish, $30 will give you 10 fishes. So we're interested in $60. I think this is quite obvious, it will be 20. Right, so the question asks for the fraction of the fishes that are guppy. So the fraction is simply 40 for the guppies, and then divided by 40 plus 20 for the total number of fishes. Right, if you were to simplify this, you're going to get 2 over 3. So now for the second method, we're going to solve the same problem, but now using algebra. Right, so let's do part A first. Right, so what we're going to do is to let n be the number of guppy or angelfish that is being bought. Right, so it's actually quite the same as before, but now we are dealing with an algebra. All right, so for guppies, 8 guppies will cost $12. Right, so for 1 guppy it will be 12 over 8. Right, but now we're interested in n guppies, so we have to take 12 over 8 multiplied by n. Right, so if you want to, you can simplify this to divide by 4 will be 3 over 2n. Right, so we're going to do the same for angelfish. Right, so for angelfish, 10 angelfish will cost $30. Right, so obviously 1 angelfish will cost 30 over 10, which is actually $3. But now we're interested in n number of fishes. All right, that means it is 3 multiplied by n. Right, then we are told that the angelfish actually costs $360 more. So what does it mean? It means that 3n minus 3 over 2n is equal to this 360. Right, so 3n minus 3 over 2n is the same as 3 minus 3 over 2, right, multiplied by n. Right, so this is equal to 360. 3 minus 3 over 2 is actually 3 over 2. Right, so 3 over 2 multiplied by n is equal to 360. Right, so now, so we can find what n is now. So n is actually 360 divided by 3 over 2. Right, so this will give us 240. Right, but again, remember n is only either the guppy or the angelfish, so we have to multiply by 2 to find the total. So 2 multiplied by n is equal to 480. So for part B, we're going to do the same, right? So now let's C be the cost for each fishes. All right, so for the guppies or angelfish. Right, so let's start with the guppy. For $12, right, you're going to get 8. Right, so for a $1, you're going to get 8 over 12. Right, but now we are interested in C dollars, so we have to take 8 over 12 multiplied by C. Right, I believe this will simplify to 2 over 3C. Right, and then for the angelfish, the same thing. $30 will give you 10. Right, so for $1, you're going to get 10 over 30, but we are interested now in C dollars. All right, so we have to take that 10 over 30 multiplied by C, and this is 1 over 3C. Right, so we want to find the fraction of the guppy over the total. All right, so the fraction will of course be 2 over 3C, and then divide by 2 over 3C plus 1 over 3, right, for the total. Right, so the C will cancel off each other. Right, so if you were to take your calculator or do some manipulation, you'll find that this is actually 2 over 3. So guys, this has been quite a long video, but you need to practice in order to make sure that you can really do this on your own. Right, I would strongly suggest that you try both methods. Right, it will do you a lot of good. Right, so go to the link that is given below, click on this new problem button to get the new set of numbers for the problem, and then you can click on this for the first method answer, and click on the alternative to get the answer using the algebra method. Okay guys, so thank you for listening and have fun.